You know, like, it doesn't feel like you love us, really. So he'd say, boys, remember, a joke is only a joke if both people think it's funny. And honestly, I'm in my 30s now, and I still fundamentally disagree with that. I think it's much funnier if one person thinks it's funny and the other one doesn't. So all we would do, me and my brother, was play pranks and practical jokes on each other constantly. So this is all we had. The only skill we had was this. And we lived in situations like this at university, I'm sure you guys know this feeling. Why is it at a certain phase of our lives we think it's really awesome to collect a cone and take it home? I don't understand that. So strange. Yeah, that really resonated, right? So, we lived in hell, basically, right? This was our house. We lived in absolute hell. We were complete losers in every possible way. Our procrastination meters were through the roof. We didn't do any work. I see that you're resonating with all this stuff. And what's interesting is now my job, as you just heard, is I have to teach innovation, right? So it's an amazing situation. I don't know how this happened, where basically this complete loser is now the guy that's supposed to go and tell, and I've worked with the biggest celebrities in the world, the biggest CEOs in the world, and basically I've realized that innovation is kind of BS unless it comes down to change. And what's interesting is if I can change, anybody on this planet can change, okay? So what my current job is now is basically I go and meet with leaders. I've met with some of the, like I said, some of the biggest CEOs and the biggest celebrities in the world and governments and politicians. And I basically go in and they say, can you please change this person who just does not want to change? But what's interesting, and this is the kind of serious point, is that technology, as Lulu was saying a bit earlier, technology is growing at such a rate because of Moore's law and another incredibly extremely exothermic reactions to the way the world is changing. Our human adaptability, our ability to change isn't able to keep up. So this is actually why I think this information I'm about to give you is actually really, really powerful and important. Because literally at this point in history, we cannot keep up with the rate of change, and it's going to get faster and faster and faster. Now, obviously, this is worrying for, the Mr. Burnses and the CEOs of the world, but much more importantly, it's worrying for every single business on the planet and for every single human being on the planet. You guys are probably training to do things that may not exist in 15 years' time. I do a job now that